স্প্লাশ ইস্ট লন্ডনের পপুলারের একটি জনপ্রিয় স্বেচ্ছাসেবী সংগঠন। 1988 সালের প্রতিষ্ঠার পর থেকে নিরলসভাবে কাজ করে যাচ্ছে এই সংগঠনটি। জাতি, ধর্ম, বর্ণ, বয়স নির্বিশেষে সবার জন্য কাজ করে প্রতিষ্ঠানটি। তাদের সেবা গ্রহণকারীদের মাঝে রয়েছেন উইমেন 40%, মেন 10%, ইউথ 30%, চিলড্রেন 12%, এল্ডারলি পিপল 4% এবং ডিসেবলড পিপল 4%। নিবেদিত প্রাণ সমাজসেবী সিস্টার ক্রিস্টিন ফ্রস্টের দক্ষ নেতৃত্বে স্প্লাশ কমিউনিটির উন্নয়নে ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ, সিটিজেনশিপ, সুইং, স্মোকিং সেসেশন, স্টাডি সাপোর্ট, ক্রিয়েটিভ প্লে, ইউথ ক্লাবস, কালচারাল সেলিব্রেশনস, হেলদি লিভিং এবং লোকাল হিস্ট্রি সহ নানা বিষয়ে অসংখ্য প্রকল্প সফলতার সাথে বাস্তবায়ন করে আসছে। দর্শক, আমাদের আজকের কমিউনিটি চ্যাম্পিয়ন স্প্লাশ, আসুন জানি তাদের সম্পর্কে আরও বিস্তারিত।
Now, viewers, welcome back. That was a video clip of Splash, the organisation that we're talking to on tonight's programme, the Community Champion. Now, I have two more guests with me, two new guests, and I will introduce you straight away to them. On my immediate left, I have Joseph Attad. Joseph is the chair of the Birchfield TRA.
Yeah, that's correct.
And also the trustee of Splash. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Thank you very much.
It's okay to call you Joe?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. And I've got another guest who's also called Joe. And it's Joseph Mitchell. Welcome, Joseph.
Thank you.
Can actually, you know what? I'll call you Joe. I'll call you Joseph.
Okay.
So we won't get confused. Yeah. So Joseph, you are a volunteer with Splash.
Yeah, that's right.
And I understand from Sister that you've been travelling.
Yeah, I've been to Nepal. I was there for 4 months.
Doing what?
Volunteering in an orphanage.
Wow.
Yeah, it was within a foundation called the Umbrella Foundation. And yeah, they're an Irish NGO that operates and helps orphans in Nepal. They take kids that have been taken from villages and they help them, educate them and put them through school.
And what were you doing?
I worked, like, volunteered in like the houses, so I was like an older brother. So yeah, I just used to teach them, take them to school, and yeah, just spend a lot of time with them, play football with them a lot. Like, I was with boys, so they loved football.
Really?
Like, they really, really enjoyed football. So.
You were there for 4 months?
4 months, yeah.
And is this something you want to go back to, or?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to go back to Nepal because it feels like my family's out there now. You know?
Really?
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, tell me one thing, Joseph. Going to Nepal, working with orphans, did that make you sit back and realise how fortunate young people are, you know, when it comes to, you know, England and other European countries?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, you look at the children out there and they don't have a lot, you know, but they make do with what they have, you know, and yeah, it really opened my eyes. Like, it completely changed my life being out there, seeing how different it is. And out there as well, like, community is also very important as well. Like, without it, they wouldn't be able to function, the children, like, without the communal help from like the area I was in. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'm inspired now, you know. Yeah. Well done. Now, Joe.
Yeah.
Now, you're trustee of Splash.
Yes.
My question to you is why? Why did you become a trustee?
Well, as a parent of a young family, the community matters. As Sisters and Splash is known for, it takes a community to grow a child. I firmly believe that it does take a community. It takes a lot of people coming together to get a positive action. That was one of my reasons in joining Splash. I'm also a chairman of our local residents group, and I manage the community centre on our local estate, and it was one of the 6 original Splash estates. So obviously it's keeping that group of people, that community together over 25 years, and obviously, you know, it's my responsibility to, you know, to continue that from our estate to benefit from what Splash delivers, you know, not just in terms of family day trips and education and learning. It creates so many opportunities for young people and families to get together, to meet your neighbours. You know, through Splash, I've met some neighbours that are probably 7 or 8 doors away from me, who I would have just maybe acknowledged in the street.
Absolutely.
But when we're all in a local park celebrating together, we come together, and Splash just provides an opportunity for the community to grow.
Joe, while we were off air, you said to me you're a father of 3.
Yeah.
Now, you think it's important for children in the local area to actually be associated with organisations like Splash, because you think this will benefit them as a, once they're growing up in the local community?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. From a point of view of the opportunities that might arise through Splash, with NASMA and obviously employment and opportunity, fun play and learning for young children, and obviously the skills that are available for parents. So yeah, it's a really great cause, and it's something that I'm delighted to be a part of.
Fantastic. Now, Nazma, like I said, I was quite inspired to hear what Joseph had to say about going to Nepal on voluntarily and actually working in an orphanage. Well, that's amazing. How does it make you feel? That people from your community, associated with Splash, are actually doing this fantastic work. Not just in Tower Hamlets, but around the world.
I think it gives us the motivation to reach more young people. It drives me more, actually.
Yeah.
Like the fact that one person done it, 2 person done it, it makes me feel like, oh, I want more. I want more.
Yeah.
Because there's always people out there that needs help. And the thing is, having the community centre so close by, it breaks the isolation, the first stage. And then they move on to the next area or travelling far to work.
Okay. Now, sister, again, I'm going to ask you the same question, because you've seen these young people grow. You've seen them develop. Alimi was here, before the last break, and she's a true inspiration to any young person in Tower Hamlets, But you've seen her since she was, I don't know, maybe
since she was 7.
Since she was
I've
7.
known most of them since they were nappies.
How does it make you feel to see these people develop and go on and represent not just Splash, but the community?
Yeah, and do things for themselves and for their families, and they're positive role models.
Yeah.
I mean, and we need more male role models actually in our community. Yeah, I mean, it's great to see people achieve, because nowadays we're being told you get a depressing picture so often, but it doesn't have to be like that. There are people, I think there are brilliant people sort of hidden around in every nook and cranny, if you can just go looking for them. And the other thing that I find is a lot of our young people are very caring, and we have to get them into the jobs in which that caring can shine. Because I don't want to see someone who's a natural carer, and they may not be a university, you don't have to be, but they're a natural carer. They should be working with people, not stuck behind a desk somewhere where they never see people. I think there are a lot of people misplaced. They're in the wrong jobs, and I think somehow the East End encourages, that if you're born in the East End, if you're a child of the East End, it's very difficult not to be friendly, not to have that caring temperament that takes you off to Nepal or wherever. So many people do travel, don't they? But I'd love to see far more people travel. I'd love to see them get out of their little zone and go and travel and find the world. And
that's a great message. Now, Joseph. Now, obviously, you've travelled to Nepal. Is there any other countries that you would like to visit?
Yeah, I'd like to basically see like a lot of Southeast Asia is my main goal.
Bangladesh?
Yeah, maybe
It's
like
a challenge,
like teaching would be like an ideal thing I'd like to go to do and go around. And I mean, Neighbours and Poplar and Splash sort of gave me that confidence as well when I was teaching like the elderly people.
Sorry to interrupt. Let me just take a call,
Okay.
And we'll come back to you. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Hello, who's
Hi,
this?
my name's Sean. I've been watching the programme with interest. I'd just like to add a completely different perspective. The thing with Splash, I've known Splash ever since its development, and it's always intrigued me from a neutral perspective, given the fact that I've never had any involvement with Splash, but I have observed the benefits of Splash.
Okay.
For example, when I watch the children's projects and how they all play together on the estates, and the glee, the happiness, and the vibrancy.
Okay.
And also the projects they do for the elderly people, and the many trips that they all have organised for local people.
Yeah. But did you say
it's
you?
nice to
You
see
said
the vibrancy and the empowerment.
sorry to interrupt. You said you've never been involved with Splash, but you're aware of all the work they do in the community.
Yes, I'm quite an elderly member of the community, and these are just simple, neutral observations.
Fantastic. I think, and you applaud the work organisations like Splash are doing in the
Yes,
community.
I'm a local person. I've lived in Poplar nearly all my life,
Okay.
and I've watched the development and the growth of Splash since its minute beginnings to where it is now.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your call.
It's an absolute joy to see the look of happiness and involvement on the local members of the community.
Sister, do you want to say something?
Thank you very much. That's so encouraging. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you very much for your call. Sorry, Joseph, going back to you'd like to visit
Southeast Asia,
Asia, yeah.
Yeah, and like teach would be my main thing I'd like to do.
Okay.
And yeah, through working with neighbours in Poplar and Splash, like with Sister Christine and Nazma, like when I'd done the ICT teaching, like it made me realise like actually I really enjoy doing this. Like I could actually do it, and I'd like to do it with children and elderly people.
Okay. So,
Hello?
Oh, we've got another call. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
The studio.
Yes, this is the studio.
Is Nazma Sister Christina there?
Yeah, they're listening. They're listening.
Yeah, it's Nazma's sister.
Nazma's sister. Okay, Nazma's here. You can speak to her.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Mato Kafne.
Oh, hello, Auntie. Hello, Auntie.
You after kichu khuitani.
Auntie.
Hello.
This is your niece or nephew?
Nephew.
Nephew.
Oh,